My early start of weight training was back in the early 80s. And then I just kind of set aside because I had big kids. I have 5 total kids and a granddaughter. The motivation that I have is what made me motivate to stay healthy and fit, not just physically but mind, is just a sample of my hereditary, my family, both my parents had cancer, so that made me motivate myself that I wasn't going to follow that path.
As I'm getting older, I realize that's an upkeep and you still have to maintain and do those things. And after a traumatic experience in my life, I decided to get back to myself again, which is really, I love lifting. I love just being physical.
I'm a mom of 6, so that's a busy life. And I think what most people forget to include is exercise and proper diet. So they can get stressed out with life and then things can be out of sync. You come to a place in your life where you know that things are out of whack, and that's where I was. And that's what fitness training has been for me, is to just help me get on track physically so that I can kind of try to make sense of everything else in life.
The reason I wanted to get into health was because I saw my parents got sick and other people got sick too, and I didn't want to take that route. I hurt my leg, so I was looking for something that I can use to exercise, and that's how I met Kevin, and ever since then he's been training.
I like to go this way because you can see your forearm better. My forearm looks better like that. Everybody wants to win. They want to be up there. And that bothers me. I want to train people that say, oh, this is going to go do it for me. No. That's not the attitude to have, you know. I mean, especially for somebody who's walked down that road, right? I've competed. I know what it takes mentally. And for somebody to get on stage, number one, and never embarrass them if they're not ready. I've told people you're not ready, and they get mad at me. Does your body change over years? Of course it does, because you get older. But I know that when I get in shape, I can stand next to anybody who's in their 20s. I know that.
I'm a member of the Marine Corps League, a Marine veteran, and what we do is we do a lot of volunteer help and work here. We take care of the facility and help take care of, facilitate the volunteers for the museum. And we have a lot of exhibits here regarding like the infamous 442nd, the 100 Infantry Battalion, and a lot of the Korean War veterans. And these are a lot of their memorabilia are displayed in this museum.
We agreed to hold the Aloha Classic here with Kevin in memory of his dad, who is a veteran. So this is the 3rd year that we're doing it with Kevin. And proceeds that he received from this event goes to the museum for the restoration and the maintenance of the artifacts here. Marlene here is a widow and her husband was a veteran. I'm also a widow and my husband was a Vietnam veteran. Eileen is a daughter of our oldest veteran on Kauai, which is Gabriel Cataluna, who's 101 years old.
These athletes are tested by the same standards used for the Olympic athletes in the entire world, and it's called WADA, World Anti-Doping Association. We make sure that all these athletes are drug-free, all the prohibited drugs, and that they compete on an even playing field. Anything having to do with the ocean. First place in the 2006 homemaker and a shelter director. Oh, a homeless shelter director. Thank you for that.